hello, beloved souls. It's Divine Feminine Fridays. Beautiful week. Super powerful energies. We had a super, wait, let me get the name right. Super flower blood lunar eclipse in Scorpio, right? On the 16th, which was very intense. And the eclipse energy, what comes in to shake things up? It comes in to really crack us open and allow us to break free from the things that are no longer serving our highest and greatest good, our greatest and highest timeline, right? It helps us to see the fuckery in our life and the shit show that it may have become. Releasing karmic patterns, um, like triggers are coming up, healing is coming up, distorted belief system, generational curses, right? There's just a lot going on with this, but in the most healing and loving and beneficial way, right? So if you're willing to embrace this, if you're living kind of high vibrationally, that shit isn't going to throw you off, right? If anything, as you'll know, with all spiritual things, this is just another gift, right? Lessons and gifts to help you get to the highest and greatest good, to be in your highest and greatest timeline, because the energy is in the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is about death and rebirth, right? So understanding that this intense energy is really coming to help take the shit out of your life that is no longer serving you, right? It's no longer I can play like I don't see things. I can no longer be oblivious. It's no more playing the ostrich and putting my head in the sand, right? It's like I'm standing here, I'm standing tall, I'm in the light. Let me look at the truth of shit. Let me understand that the things that are coming up that I perceive as darkness are gifts and benefits to me for miracles and so many other wonderful manifestations for like the literally the answers to my prayers. So it's time to shine a light in the darkness and to really, really just embrace it with love and gratitude, right? Like, understand that change is inevitable, but it doesn't have to be like this painful, catastrophic, frightening, frustrating thing. Like, change is inevitable. Like, that change is probably like one of the only constants in the universe, right? So, embracing the changes and knowing that they're always there to serve your highest and greatest good. Things are happening for you. All of this. All right. So let's tap in and see what else you guys need to do besides clearing your throat chakras and beginning to speak your truth and to speak your worth and your knowledge and your knowings, right? To start letting people know where you stand on things. And for some of you, if you're an overly chatty person, right, learning to be quiet. Someone needed to hear that. Somebody's been doing a little too much. All right, so thank you, angels and guides. What do the divine feminines need to know? What does this energy from the full moon have in store for them? Thank you. Solar eclipse. I'm sorry, the lunar eclipse, right? The lunar eclipse, scorpionic energies. What does that mean? Woo, baby. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. What did I say? The eclipse comes to what? Come in and shake shit up. Kalima plays no games. Plays no games. Taking names and kicking ass, right? This is taking the fucking snake and cutting it off by the head. Whatever this darkness is, whatever this karma is, whoever these distorted like relationships are, whatever that shit is that's holding you back, Kali Ma is coming in hard, heavy, and strong to support you to finally cut the cords, to release it, to let it go, to kick that shit to the dirt. I am so in love with that energy out the fucking gate. This is what it means. This is what it means for this full moon. What is the full moon about? Release. Use that energy. Get rid of the shit that's no longer serving you. Where are you in ego? Where are you in pride? Where are you still holding on to pain and bitterness and resentment, right? Um, where is anger like guiding you? Where is it that you're not living in a space of love? Who is in your life that's not showing up for you in a loving way? What are the things that you're participating in that are not making you feel loved, supported, worthy, acknowledged, all that good shit, all right? Kali Ma is here coming in hot and heavy, baby. Woo! It's the way to start a reading, yes. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. What else do the divine feminines need to know with this? And then you got Mother Mary. I love it. The Mother of God. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. We had this card recently, I believe, in the last Divine Feminine reading, but this is about the energy of faith and courage and trusting in your intuitive guidance and doing things even when it doesn't make logical sense and even when everyone in the world is going to be looking at you crazy and talking shit about you, right? Imagine being a teenage mom during a time where you could not be pregnant without being married, right? You'd have been shunned, ostracized, and here she is like, hey, I'm engaged, but hey, I'm married, but hey, I didn't actually cheat on you. And God and the angels having to come down and be like, Joseph, chill, chill, chill. Don't put no hands on her, right? Like, chill, chill, chill. It's a good look. She's all good. This didn't actually happen, right? Like, she's the woman you're meant to be with. But that takes a lot of courage to get this divine guidance and to follow it when it doesn't make sense. To follow it when it goes against the dictates of everything that's going on around you, right? To know that you might be ostracized, scorned, spit at, they do it like the stones, right, with the rocks. Like imagine having to do all of that to be this this teenage girl with all of this up on you, and you're about to give birth to what? To the divine. You're and you've got the child of God inside of you, and you need to just walk by faith that everything is going to work out and that the universe is going to hold you down. If that's not a message for you, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. It's time to release the shit that's no longer serving you. Have faith and courage that the universe is going to hold you back. The things that you got inside of you that are cloaked in this fear, right? Because fear has many forms: anger, resentment, ego, pride, right? Bitterness, um, that whole like, well, I don't give a fuck, or I'm good, or like that. Yeah, that's fear, right? Indifference, all of that, all of those are signs of fear because those are not signs of love. Love is not going to make you make a person feel less than. Love is not going to make you want to harm someone. Love is not going to have you speaking to people in a condescending manner. Love is not going to have you using your powers in the wrong way. Love is going to have you blessing yourself and being a blessing to others because we are blessed to be blessings, right? So love is going to have you move a little different. So when you're using the energy and working with Kali Ma and getting rid of the shit that's not serving you, you're getting rid of the fear. You're getting rid of the layers around you, right? Like, look how she has all this shit around her neck, right? You're getting rid layer by layer of the things that are no longer serving you. No, those are the old versions of you. The versions of you that had to go because they're not serving your highest and greatest good anymore because this is where you're headed, right? You're coming out of the dark from doing the shadow work and moving into the light, remembering your divinity, remembering what your soul's purpose is, remembering what your soul's path is, and being reminded that the angels are with you at all times to guide you there. You understand? It's a beautiful thing. What else came out with that? What the segment? The red lady, yo. um, Divine Feminines, y'all got the team behind you. Sekhmet, the red lady, I am pure strength. I know my anger. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. Yo, Kali Ma and Sekhmet, do not play. Whatever is in your life that is not working for you has got to go. People, places, things. It's about to be. When I tell you it's a wrap, it's a wrap, wrap, wrap. It's quiet. It's quiet. It's quiet. It's quiet. It's quiet. It's over. It's over. The shit is not working. You are no longer, my beautiful divine feminines, going to be allowed to sit and act like you don't know better. When you know better, you do better. All of the shit that's not working for you is about to come to the forefront. Let's say we're making some stews, right? And you letting it sit, shit, blah, blah, blah. But as it's cooking, all the fats, all the greases, all the kind of yuckiness that you don't need in the stew is rising to the top, right? So, because that stuff is there, do you just ignore it? No. Get your ladle, stir it in. You start scooping off the crap, right? You start scooping off what you don't need to leave only what's good behind, right? So that's what Sekhmet and Kali Ma and Mother Mary are coming in to do. You're coming in. Sekhmet is coming in with a beautiful, 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 strong, like fiery energy, right? You guys are getting your stew together. The shit is boiling. We're rising to the top. But at the very top, when we bring things down to a simmer, we're starting to see the stuff that's no longer working. Use the energy of Mother Mary, compassionate and easy, to just easily ladle out the stuff, right? You see it, you scoop it. You see it, you scoop it. You see it, you scoop it. No need to get crazy. But know that the support is there. And some of you might have to embody some of your divine masculine energy and speak the fuck up, right? You're gonna have to like stand in your power, stand in your truth, speak up as a divine feminine, right? Like Mother Mary is very sweet, but she also was the mother of God. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't an easy thing to do, and I'm sure people were talking wild shit because people talk shit nowadays, and we're doing a lot lesser things. Someone always has something to say, right? So this is really about you standing in your truth, like setting strong boundaries. Setting strong boundaries. If it doesn't work for you, it's dead to you. It's gotta go. People, places, things, it doesn't matter who it is. Get one more here, please and thank you, and then we'll move on. Thank you, angels and guides. What do the divine feminines need to know? Yes. Oh, I love it. First of all, I love this bottom of the deck, Maya Bago, right? The warrior saint. Again, again. All of them coming in hot and heavy and hard to show you that you are not alone. So divinely protected. So fierce. And not only divinely protected, but knowing your own strength, your own power, your own courage, your own divinity. Love that. But Machik Labdron, I think that's how you say her name, the diamond-hearted Dakini. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free, right? Again, there's nothing wrong with the dark part of us because those are where our miracles lie. Those are where our healing lies. Those are where grace is hidden, right? All within what we consider the muck and the shit show of our lives. But just like a lotus grows out of the muck into one of the most beautiful flowers on this planet, so have you, or so shall you, right? So this is really about just owning every aspect of yourself. And again, in the things that are no longer serving you, you're releasing, right? Or you're transmuting, you're alchemizing. I face my ego beliefs, right? Like you have to look at the things that you're cutting out of your life. You think Kali Ma has a head in her hand because she was like looking off to the side and just like chopping over here? No, she had to look at this motherfucker, grab him by his head, and cut that shit, right? That's your ego. That's fear, that's anger, that's bitterness, that's resentment, that's pride, that's knowing better, that's um well, I'm woke and other people aren't, right? Like that's the arrogance of the pulpits at times, right? Like that's that. It's time to let that shit go. You're a divine being and we're all connected. And everyone is healing and everyone's growing and everyone's on different levels of ascension. So judge not the person at their level because you didn't want to be judged when you were at that level. And don't be quick because there are people that are ahead of you. Bridge the gap. That's all I'm saying. All right, what else? What's on? Let's go to Gaia. Thank you, Gaia. What do the beautiful divine feminines need to know about this beautiful full moon energy, this eclipse energy? DNA karma, yep. So you guys are clearing out karmic patterns, right? You have, again, there's a lot of energies that we've been picking up recently that aren't, especially I know me as a divine feminine, I'm very empathic, that aren't necessarily our own, right? So as our emotions have been kind of tumultuous, especially with the eclipse energies picking up. The new moon was intense, right? Because we had an eclipse there in Taurus. Now we have this full moon eclipse in Scorpio, and it's been bringing a lot of changes. And a lot of the stuff that's coming up is from your past, right? You're clearing generational curses. You're clearing your maternal and paternal lineages. You guys are clearing karma. If you happen to be like on a twin flame union, right? You might have met your twin flame and you're clearing out karmic patterns, right? And a lot of this stuff is stuck within our DNA. You know, as a female, when I was born, I was already in my mom, well, put it this way. When my mother was pregnant with me, right, like the egg of my daughter was already inside of me. right? So the traumas that my mother experienced have already directly affected my daughter, right? The traumas that my grandmother experienced already have directly affected me. So as I clear, heal, and transition my DNA, I'm doing it 7 generations forward and 7 generations back. And so, yeah, I'm going hard on this mission for myself, but I'm going like 13 times as hard specifically for my children because I don't want them passing it on to theirs. The buck stops here. You know what I mean? So a lot of you are doing this work and a lot of you are being activated and called to do this work, right? To clear the karma, to shift the energy, to be the healers in your family, right? Because of the snakes, right? It's like the catechist. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then we have desert vision quest. I love this. Many of us have been called to travel, right? To relocate. We're being called to certain places to activate, to anchor in our lights at those grids, to maybe even to go out there to be activated, right? Like this reminds me of Sedona, right? Which is a really powerful energy center, which we know on this earth, right? So maybe that's something that you've been desiring to do, right? To go and to connect with one of the energy centers on the planet, or to even have, you're saying maybe you're getting images in your dreams. So for some of you, you're dreaming a lot, and those dreams are holding a lot of answers for you. Maybe you want to do something like a soul's journey, or like a shamanic like soul retrieval or something like that. Going deeper into a meditative state will help you at this time. There's a lot here with you going within. There's still a lot of deep healing work that needs to be done, divine feminines, and a lot of this is going to require you doing it in solitude. That's what this desert is about. It's about you doing it by yourself, kind of like the hermit energy in the tarot, because you're clearing out some of the karma from your DNA, from your ancestors. It's almost like when you go into meditation, when you go into a meditative state, maybe if you go into the desert, like your ancestors want to come forward and show you the distortion so that you can heal it and shift it. So I don't know if you'd want to, if you are willing to do a ritual of some type, of some sort, maybe light a candle and just call them forth. Maybe put some pictures up. There's something here about your ancestors just really wanting to connect with you on a one-to-one basis so that you have an awareness of where these blocks, where these distortions came from, so that you can like they're ready. Oh, okay, they're showing it to me like this. Like they know that you're all right. Okay, thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. They know that you're ready to do the work, like you're willing to do the work. Now they're gonna start bringing the snakes up so you can cut them off at the head. Ooh, okay, let's get one more from this or not. What did I just say? It's your fucking ancestors. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah. Hot and heavy, hot and heavy, hot and heavy. You're doing generational. I told you, you're clearing generational curses. You're doing a lot of deep work right now. And your ancestors are coming in heavy. Again, look at this other fucking snake. There, you see the hands? They were showing you they're gonna grab the snakes. They're grabbing the snakes and they're cutting the shit off at the head, right? Like whether you're doing it in what feels like the darkness or you're doing it in what feels like the light. Either way, it's time. It's done. It's quiet. You are stronger than you think, divine feminines. You have the strength to do it. Your ancestors are standing there behind you, supporting you. You have the strength, just like a mountain, right? Just like a mountain. Resilient. So much changes, so much going on top of it, so much going on around it, but it still stands tall for all to see. Don't ever forget the power of who you are at the deepest level of your soul. Wow, bottom of the deck tree, grounding. So imperative at this time. So imperative, so imperative, so imperative, so imperative. Get outside in nature. Eat some grounding foods. Rest. hydrate. If you can go get in the water, get in, like, hug a tree, get your bare feet on the ground, get some earthing done, whatever you could do to get grounded. Listen to some freaking meditations on YouTube. I love when I can't go outside to just listen to, like, the music of, like, the Amazon or something in the background, right? To just really connect, but really staying grounded. The deeper we reach into the ground with our roots, the higher we can ascend, right? Don't forget that. And you have a lot of work that you're going to be doing, clearing ancestral curses and upgrading your DNA. So being grounded at this time is really, 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 really going to help you. Teresa of Avila. I'm right. So my cars just kind of slipped out, but she fell out. I saw her in the cut and I saw her in the pre-shuffle. So obviously there's a message here for you. Teresa of Avila, Our Lady of the Interior Life. Of course, there's a message there for you. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. I, thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. This is such a highlight and just another repetition of what I've been saying. It's time to go in. You're going to be doing a lot of deep work. But anything that is outside of fear, outside of love, is fear. It doesn't matter how it shows up. All right. So thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. The divine feminines need to know right now about this full moon energy, this full moon eclipse. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. What do they need to know? What is going to serve their greatest and highest good? Wow. Okay. Yep. Stepping into a leadership role, right? Because you're doing the work. You're stepping forward for you, for your team. You're following your true north, right? You guys are about to step forward and start speaking your truth, speaking your life. For some of you, you might actually be on a platform where you or have to be a leader, right? Like a motivational speaker or a captain or however you boss up in your life, right? But not being afraid of your voice. Again, at the beginning of the reading, the throat chakra was closing up, right? So it's about not being afraid of your voice, standing in your truth, knowing your power, knowing your worth, and being able to follow your true north. And as you do that, you're leading others, right? We so often think that we need to live our lives as like coaches or teachers to in order to lead and to grow and to help. No, living your truth and being the best you that you can possibly be is a example for others to follow. That in itself is a form of leadership. Okay, you don't necessarily have to be here. And yeah, this is a potential, right? We're in a world of endless possibilities, full of potentiality. And I love there's a mountain in the background again, reminding you of your strength. You are stronger than you think, divine feminines, right? Strong, resilient, stand in your power. All right. There's a ton of potential out there. Sometimes we just need to look at things a little bit differently. Bottom of the deck, new beginnings, right? This is what's coming in for you as we clear, as we heal, as you shift, as you do this work with your ancestors and your guides, right? They're doing all this healing and all this work for these new beginnings, for these new manifestations, for this new growth. There's a lot of beauty and wonder available to you at this time, and your ancestors are coming in hot and heavy to really support you. All right. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. What do divine feminines need to know about this? Thank you. Full moon eclipse. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right. So it is. Bottom of the deck. I can't. Stepping into stillness. I gotta tell you one more time to go inside. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. I love it. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Opening to love. My heart is open. Anything outside of love is fear, divine feminines. Anything outside of love is fear. God is pure divine love, and you are the essence and the very presence of God here on earth. You're a reflection of the Most High God. Everything comes from our heart. Look, you look at Teresa of Avila. See what's highlighted, right? Right there in the heart chakra, opening to love, allowing love to lead the way, allowing love to be your guiding, allowing love to be your North Star, right? And following that all the way back home. Letting go. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. It's time to release the things that are no longer serving you. That is what this full moon eclipse is bringing for you. All right. This full moon lunar eclipse is here to dead everything. And it's also called a blood moon. Come on. Off with their heads, you know? And again, with the going inside, right? Cherishing of ourselves. I accept and love myself. And we're still in what? Taurus season, right? And Taurus is about nurturing and self-care and love and beauty and romance. So this is about doing those things for you as you're healing, as you're growing, as you're getting rid of all that egoic shit that is no longer serving you, as you're healing the karma and the generational curses and you're clearing your lineages. Remember to take time during that time to heal, love, and care for yourself. Remember to take time during that time to heal, love, and care for yourself. This is a beautiful path that you're on, and you're so strong, and your ancestors are supporting you, but it can be exhausting. All right. So rest, we need to rest. Hydrate, we need to hydrate. Honor your body, honor your soul at this time. This isn't a race. It will get done. This is your task. Allow it to get to just flow through you, right? Just like the energy of this with the letting go, right? Allow it to just flow. Flow downstream with the process. Allow your heart to be open and allow yourself to float downstream. Okay? I'm gonna wrap it up with the work your light oracle. So thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Let's get some final messages for the divine feminines for this beautiful full moon eclipse. What do they need? Yep, of course. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, you had four cards. Oh shit. Okay. Well, one. Align your life, divine feminines. What is not aligned or needs to change? How many more ways can they tell you the same thing? It's time to let it go. If it's not working for you, it's quiet. Yo, it's done. It's done. And you're here for something bigger than yourself, right? Many of you know that your star seeds, you're connecting with the Pleiadians, right? Because the Pleiadians are here supporting us big time. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity, right? You're here to not only evolve yourself as a soul, but you're also here for the collective, right? We all incarnated here together. So we're all a part of the fabric of this tapestry at the same time. We are all affecting one another, right? We're all affecting one another. No matter where we're at, again, on our soul's path and soul's missions, we're all still doing the work. So understand that you're doing the work, but you got to let that shit go that is not serving you. Get grounded. We just talked about that, right? Didn't Gaia just come out with that? She sure did. She sure did. Right? Get grounded. I think the Divine Masculine is at this too. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Again, go outside, hug a tree, sit on the grass, get to the beach, get by the water, put your feet in the earth, do what you need to do to really stay grounded at this time. It's going to really support you during these transitions. It's going to really support you during these transitions. You'll also be able to receive even more of the intuitive guidance, hints, upgrades that you need from your ancestors in order to do these healings and clearings on an accelerated path. All right. And look, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? You know that, right? What would you do? You're being supported. Your ancestors just came in hot and heavy and they're like, yo, we got your back. So now that you know you are supported, what are you going to do? Bottom of the deck, and we're going to end it right with this. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light to fit in, divine feminines? Take your hands from in front of your freaking eyes already. Stop playing like you don't know what's going on. This is not the time to be oblivious. I think I said that when I opened the reading. We are no longer in a time where you're going to put your head in the sand like a freaking ostrich and act like shit's not going on. No, no, no. Not when you start off a reading with freaking Kalima. Where'd she go? When you start off with this energy, you don't get to play this game anymore. You don't get to do that. It's time. Cut the shit. Stop making excuses. Stop pretending like you don't know better. Don't. It doesn't matter how scared you are. Do it anyway. You scared? Do it. Do it faster. So you can just get it over with. It's kind of like you're on a freaking roller coaster. Like it's like let me just hurry up and get to the top so I can just drop and like let me just go and just get it done. Faster I get it done, the faster it's done. Like get it done. Do it. You got mad support. And you got a lot of healing coming in. So you're about to get triggered, you're about to get rocked, things are gonna come up, shit's gonna be blowing up in your face. And if you're grounded and you're centered, and you remember to be in the eye of the storm and not get caught up in the winds, you're gonna make it out of this strong and on top, and you're gonna be good. You're going to make it out anyway, but you can do it easily or painfully, right? Easily or painfully. Get grounded, get centered, stand in your power, stand in your strength. Call upon Kali Ma, call upon Sekhmet, right? If you ever get scared, if you ever get shook, if you're ever not sure, even call upon Machik Lebron, right? Do it. Get that shit out. Clear the distorted beliefs and patterns that are no longer serving you. You're doing it for you. You're doing it for your ancestors. You're doing it for your descendants. So big, so powerful, so important. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. And I'll see you next week. Later, beloveds.